Hey Zwifters, this is Eric with Zwift Insider, wanting to run you through a quick video that illustrates what the various keyboard shortcuts in Zwift accomplish. So if you have a keyboard, a Mac or a PC, you can use these. So let's run them through real fast. First thing I'll cover is just kind of the other keys. So let's just run through my list. The first one is A. A brings up the pairing screen, so that's A. I'll use escape right now. So escape just backs you out of menus. If you're in the game and you hit escape, it'll bring up the menu item, just like that, menu button. E brings up the workout menu, so you can pick a workout in the middle of your ride. G toggles the heart rate and power graph at the bottom of the screen. H hides all the HUD elements, like this. M brings up the group message window. Hello, group. P brings up the promo code window, so you can enter a promo code to unlock a kit, for instance, although this is rarely used these days. T brings up your garage and drop shot menu. Right now, you have to stop moving in order to change your frame or wheels, just so you know, or to even access the drop shop. You can't be moving. Up arrow, if you're currently moving in game, the up arrow brings up the action bar. Down arrow takes that action bar away. Down arrow will perform a U-turn if you're just riding like this. So if you hold down the down arrow, this is what happens. U-turn. And you can hold it down again to U-turn again. Left or right arrows when you get to an intersection. I'm actually coming up on one pretty soon. When you get to an intersection, you can select which direction to go at that intersection using your left or right arrows. Spacebar uses your power up. So you see I have a feather power up there at the top left. If I hit my spacebar, activates that feather. And tab will skip a workout block if you're in a workout. Also, page up and page down will adjust FTP intensity in a workout, also known as your FTP bias. Here's my arrow keys, just to give you an idea of choosing which way to go there. And that covers all of the kind of miscellaneous keys. Now, really quickly, I'll cover the camera angles. So your number keys on your keyboard swap between cameras. There are 10 different camera angles. What you're looking at right now is the default, what we call the default 6 o'clock view. If you hit number 2, it zooms in that view. So this is kind of just a zoomed in 6 o'clock view. 3 is a first-person perspective, kind of like a first-person shooter, except there are no guns. 4 is the side perspective. 5 is kind of a low view, looking forward, just off to the left a little bit. 6 is your rear view camera, really handy in races. 7 is a spectator view, kind of like a moving spectator view, like the spectator is running next to the peloton. And then this moves. So after your rider rides away into the distance, it will relocate the view. So here I am again. So it just keeps moving the spectator down the road, basically. Number 8, helicopter view. You'll even hear the helicopter. Check this out. Yes. Not a great view when I'm in the ocean tunnel, but this is the helicopter view, and it zooms automatically. It zooms in and out. So right now it's zoomed in a lot, and then it's going to zoom itself back out. Again, not that helpful of a view in when I'm in the tunnel. Let's see if I can, let's do this. I'll teleport. Using just my arrow keys and the enter button, I'll teleport to a group. Here we go. So we can show you the helicopter view. Uh-oh. Where are we? Oh, there we go. So helicopter view. We're in the fog right now, so it's a little bit tough to see. Anyway, probably wasn't the best spot here. Let's try this. We'll teleport another. A lot of fog going on. That helicopter view is a little goofy, isn't it? Anyway, there's the helicopter view. 9 is bird's eye view, which is kind of like if you had a drone that was following you. That's kind of that view. But the real drone view is number 0. If you hit 0, you can then use your arrow keys to control the camera. Now, Zwift sort of messed this up because the action bar also uses the arrow keys, so you can see when I use it, the action bar pops up. But you can still take photos this way, and actually it's really the best way to take photos if you want a photo that's from a cool angle. So, for instance, like this kind of an angle that you can't get any other way. You could do that. And then hit the photo key, which is F10, by the way. We'll talk more about the function buttons in a second. You can spin around if you want to. One trick that I'll give you for good photos is if you kind of go up a bit and then go down hard, it lets you go down lower than if you do that really slowly. See, slowly it stops you right there. But if you hold it down from here, it takes you all the way below the road. You can actually arrow up a little and then get these really extreme angles, which can be fun. Hot photo tip for you. All right, so that's all the camera angles. Next, I will run you through the function keys. So we're almost done here. Function keys, your F keys, F1, F2. Most of these are emotes. So here's what they are. F1 is an elbow flick, and you'll see an image above my rider's head when I use it. So it flicks the elbow. Also has an arrow. Not a fan of that arrow because I think the arrow is pointing in the wrong direction. Typically, when you flick your right elbow, you're asking someone to ride around your right side, like in a standard pace line. So I think that arrow should point the opposite way. Don't you? Kind of goofy. F2, wave your hand. Well, you might have to wait a couple seconds between emotes. I think it might be a 5-second thing. They don't want people just spamming the emote button. There we go. So wave is, you're saying goodbye or you're saying hello to somebody. Wave your hand. F3 is a group ride-on. So if you hold it down, let's see, I'll do it when this person comes by. Or maybe when I catch a person. Well, I'll just hold it down anyway. So F3, your avatar actually says ride-on out loud, but also it sends out a ride-on bomb to give a ride-on to your 5 closest riding companions. F4 is the infamous hammer time button. Check this out. Hammer time. And these voices change, so each time you do it, the voice that is speaking changes just a bit, the way they say it just a bit, just to keep things interesting. So here's the second hammer time. That one sounded the same actually, so that wasn't a helpful illustration, was it? Let's try it again. Limiting me on my hammer time spamming. There we go. That's another one. All right. F5 says nice. Again, it's making me wait a second. So here we go. Let's try again. Maybe it's a 10-second gap.
Nice.
There we go. Nice. F6 used to say bring it, and now F6 doesn't do anything. So I'm not sure what happened there. They skip F6. F7 says I'm toast.
I'm toast.
That was weird. That was like 2 voices at once. That was like your soul saying I'm toast at the same time as your body. Let's try it again and see if it does it again.
I'm toast.
That one was correct. It's kind of odd. F8 is your bike bell. It's making me wait a second before I can trigger it. Come on, bike bell. Here we go. There it is. F9 takes a video screenshot, so when you hit it, it records the previous 15 seconds of riding. So if I hit F9 right now, that's going to save the last 15 seconds as a video. This is only on devices that support video screenshots, which aren't all devices. You have to have a decently powerful computer for that to work. And last but not least, the old F10. I've used this button literally thousands of times on Zwift, and that just takes a screenshot, takes a photo, and you can hit that a lot. Hope that clears up keyboard shortcuts for you. and I'll see you out there. Right on.